point does trolling become so stupid and obvious that it stops being trolling and becomes obvious stupidity? This point, this one right here. Kyle Smith is a critic for the New York Post, and by critic, I mean he writes intentionally silly things designed to offend people so they will share his articles, thus keeping his family in Hot Pockets for another week. You may remember back in June that he wrote a ridiculous and offensive article about how girls just don't get Goodfellas. You know, Goodfellas, that massively popular 1990 Martin Scorsese film that was nominated for Best Picture and ranks at number 17 on IMDb's top 250 movies list. Now he's dropped a new deuce on social media entitled, "These self-important YouTube idiots are destroying culture." It includes a lot of direct, unfunny mockery at YouTube people. Here's a description of Tyler Oakley, 26-year-old 5'5" gnome with dyed hair and Clark Kent specs who started his own channel on YouTube. Haha! He's short! He has glasses! With wit like that, Kyle, maybe you should be on YouTube. The basic concept of the article is that YouTube stars are popular, but not nearly as funny as Kyle, who stumbles around for about 700 mean-spirited words searching for a comical put-down that never arrives. Here's a sample quote. "A Grace Helbig video in which she attempts to tell viewers not to be insecure will give you some sense of the depth of her personality, which is roughly the thickness of a dragonfly wing."
Ooh, boy.
Here's another quote. "Sure, YouTubers are narcissists with nothing to say, but why do millions of viewers clamor to watch these self-love sessions? My theory, every one of them wants to be a YouTube star, but has no talent of any kind and is eagerly poring over the videos of similarly talentless peers to figure out how it's done." If people are spending hours poring over videos trying to figure out how it's done, then why is Kyle's whole article about how there's nothing to it?
Yeah, everything's dumb and easy. Why couldn't Kyle just do it?
Here's his review of Tyler Oakley's Edward Forty Hands video with Mamrie Hart. "More than 4 million hits indicate that there are a lot of people out there who think it's interesting to witness the drinking of beer. Either that or they can't get enough of Tyler's narration of this episode. Lots of sentence fragments, giggling, and the odd belch. He belches oddly! But it's not really an argument. It's just an excuse to diss Tyler and Hannah Hart and Grace Helbig and Mamrie in hopes that their fans will share and click and argue about it all day. So you should not do that. In fact, we're not even gonna link the article below because we don't want to give him the satisfaction. And it's probably not even necessary to point out, but the New York Post usually reserves its attention for the really important artists doing incredible, culture-defining, cerebral work. You know, people like Caitlyn, who is officially the worst bachelorette. Or the Kardashian family sharing their fave summer beauty essentials. Or say the Robinson family of Duck Dynasty launching their new gun line. Or the most tragic Real Housewives feuds. Or that one time Kyle took a class on how to braid his daughter's hair and supernaturally squeezed out nearly 700 unfunny words about how he doesn't understand ponytails. I mean, come on, YouTube. How dare you despoil these glorious heights of American culture? Of course, people are tweeting mean things to Kyle, which is exactly what he wanted. He even posted this snarky tweet featuring a super current pop culture reference to Village of the Damned, which YouTubers are sure to appreciate. But I'd rather focus on Kyle's own Twitter presence. Check out his avatar, a hand holding a quill. I wonder if he used an old-timey ink set to write his most recent piece, Sinister 2 is creepiness galore. And his banner is a collection of P.G. Wodehouse novels. I wonder how his love of Jeeves and Wooster influenced this listicle on movie sequels that aren't even out yet. Alright, I'm done with this In the comments, please say something nice about YouTubers like Tyler, Grace, Hannah, and Mamrie. Give us a thumbs up, be sure to share and subscribe, and also check out the What's Trending podcast live at 3:30 Pacific time on firetalk.com/what's trending.